Hey, okay, we're here. Is this all working? All right, cool. Can I? Oh, why you do this? There we go. All right. Is this a... Why this happened? Okay. This is all working. If I touch the Xbox controller, is it gonna suddenly pop back to the title screen again? No? 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 Okay. Anyway, this is Vampyr. We're gonna be playing it. I have played through... Can I go back? Yeah, so I've played through this a bunch already. I got to Act 2 here. You can see there, that took me 20 hours to get through. I'm kind of a, a slow player. It was like some of the people in the reviews I saw beat this whole game in like 8 hours. Or 6 hours, and I'm like, what? Really? Did you actually play the game? So yeah, but we're gonna be starting a new game. In general, I don't like starting off, streams or whatever with files already, underway. So we'll be starting a new game. It means I have seen, a bunch of the beginning already. But, whatever, it's fine. Options. Everything seems good. Subtitles. Is there subtitles? Did I miss that? Are they just always on by default? Okay, probably always on. Oh wait. We'll keep this. We'll keep the name of the person off. Kind of like pops to the selections. I'll keep the name of the person off because I don't know. No spoilers that way, I guess. Yeah. So let's get started. Oh yeah, this is the difficulty. When I last played this, they didn't have this. But now you can like select, difficulty you want to do. We're just gonna do normal game. Yeah, we're gonna do just normal difficulty. No need to make this harder on ourselves. I'm not particularly good at games in the first place, so. Loading screen. No, you don't. I will not have this.
12 dreams for the Red Queen under crown of stone. 8 voracious beasts born from 8 restless nights. 4 nails piercing the flesh of the sinner. 1 prayer for the summoned, called by this song. 'Tis perhaps the countdown to oblivion for the once proud city of London. 'Tis perchance her inhabitants' last dance alone to face death and pestilence. Confronted by the eerie and unknown, mortals became desperate for answers. A flock's flight makes for an omen, the falling of a star a dire presage. Turning to priests for interpretation when there was no reason to be found. When religion failed, men turned to science. I saw them build such vain cities, crafting machines made for endless war. New questions flourished as old answers withered. What is darkness but lurking sun? What is wall but enslaved stone? What is glass but tortured sand? What is song but a call to arms? What is hate but jilted love? What is life but death pending?
I do quite like that intro.
Death. Since the apple was plucked from the sacred tree, mortality was believed to be God's punishment. A righteous snare to keep mankind from ascending to the stars. They were so wrong. Death is not a wicked thing, nor some holy retribution. A true punishment would be to never know its sweet kiss. Awaken from the harshness and be born once more.
Man, why are vampires so cool, guys? It's really nice not to have to read out all the subtitles, though. That's a definite plus for this game. Alright, so I've never actually played this game with an Xbox controller before. In general, I prefer keyboard and mouse, but look at this set. He's stumbling around. Look at this setting. Like, this game feels like it was just specifically tailored for me. The only thing, the way it could have been better is if you could make your own character to start with.
So thirsty.
I know that they had like a specific story they wanted to tell with like this stuff, but it would have been nice.
Mary! Oh, no! Mary! Hold on! Please, hold on! Oh, God. Oh, no. Mary! Mary! No! No! This horror, it's a nightmare. No! Please, a moment, let me explain! These patrols are after me! No! No! Don't shoot!
Can you run?
This is a nightmare!
I know, running is
I
like
need to get out of here!
teleport thing, isn't it?
This can't be happening.
Alright, look at the atmosphere, guys. Look at this atmosphere.
There's one of those vermin.
No! Please! Stop! I mean you no harm!
Like, seriously, more games need to be set in this time. Like, it's amazing.
What's going on? Oh, Mary. What have I done? What's all this about?
Shit, where'd it go?
Okay,
No.
X is melee.
I can defend myself.
Okay.
Kill that thing!
Who are you?
Ow.
Stay back! Sorry, but you left me no choice.
Okay. What was right? Oh, what was locked? Was it right? Right, like.
Who are you? Stupid beast!
Hey there. Bees dodge. Oh, I don't have like actual.
Sorry.
Okay. Lock up. Okay.
No, please, stop! Who are you?
Whoa. Okay.
What do you want?
This place, guys, it's so cool. We're gonna complete this game. It's definitely happening.
I mean you no harm. I need help.
Die, you fucking leech!
Please, listen to me. I can't make any sense of this.
Shut up, beast!
Who are you? What is this all about? What in God's
That'll do the rest of the job.
Just leave me. The sun. It feels like it's burning me to the bone.
You can see the very clear Glow of the Darkness inspiration there, and the aggravated damage from sunlight, amongst other things.
I need to find somewhere to hide.
Oh,
Let me go!
Trying to be all stealthy. Ooh. Okay. Be a sprint. No, you don't. A lot of people
I need to find shelter.
complain about the combat in this game, which is something I don't really understand, because I quite like it.
Is anybody there? What is this place? The place seems abandoned. I should be safe enough here.
Like, the combat can be hard, definitely, but I don't know. I don't find it frustratingly hard. And yeah, as you might have noticed, I'm not going to talk during cutscenes, so, well, unless I have some comment I really want to say, but in general, I'm not going to talk.
Brother, what have you done?
Mary! Mary! Mary, I'm sorry. Whoever did this to us, I will find them.
That little cutscene there, in case you weren't paying attention 5 minutes ago. Okay, we want to get all the things.
Wait. This one's dressed up fancy. Let's run through his pockets.
Picking the dead's pockets? Are you serious?
I've still a rent to pay. He's got no more responsibilities. What's this? Gold watch.
Beautiful it is. We fancy it and share the takings. I suppose we are undertakers. Now, give him an Eve.
That's impossible.
What's impossible? That they stole your watch? I don't really get that. Stuff. Am I seeing anything over here? No stuff. I don't think this game has. No, I think it does have smashable barrels, so we can continue our grand tradition of ending. Wrong button. No. Okay, wait. Okay, I have to get used to the Xbox controller. Here we go. Oh, I gotta read this, don't I? Let me just get all prepared. Leeches do not fear the sun or fire, and they do not burst into flames or ashes when they are caught under the rays of daylight. But it hurts them good, really good. I have personally chained a vampire to a tree to see what would happen when the sun rises. Its skin blackened in a few minutes, as if it were burning from the inside. Its eyes and flesh melted, and I saw its unholy bones move and squeal as the beast tried to escape all day long. In the end, only a desiccated corpse remained, which started to slowly regenerate when the sun disappeared behind the horizon. I cut its head off to finally destroy it, and when I tried the same test with fire, the bloody leech never came back from the ashes. Fire is our weapon of choice, brothers. To burn the beast is the best way to kill it for good. From Know Your Enemies by Carl Eldritch, Pruin Leader. So like I said, I've already played the beginning of this game. So I can tell you we are going to find out much more about the Pruin as time progresses. But for now, we just have that little note. Search all the things. Don't want to miss stuff.
Who goes there? Who's there? Are you referring to me? No! No! I still have so much to accomplish. I still have so much left that needs doing.
Well, luckily you are now a vampire, and so you have all the time in the world to do whatever it is that still needs doing. I wanted to search the desk behind there before I interact with it.
Johnny, this one's lost. We need to leave. And now!
No! There's time. I can save him.
That's the enemy coming! The orders are to evacuate the hospital!
Done. He'll live.
And now what?
We fight. Killing is a hell of a lot easier than healing. No, it never got easy.
There's nothing back here anyway. Okay, settle in, boys. 15th of October. Bad sleep. Becky coughed all night, and the fever made her delirious. I heard a loud noise in the morning. It's a big machine some men brought by the banks to dig a hole in the ground. It was some sort of mechanical shovel. Maybe I could go there and ask them for some work. Becky needs medicine. 16th of October. I talked to the men with the mechanical shovel. They told me they are digging mass graves all around London. Safety measures, apparently. Is there a new epidemic? Is the flu coming back? They had no work for me. Becky slept a little last night. It's so, like, broken up. They had no work for me. Becky slept a little last night. And then the foundry has been closed. And there are no more jobs nearby. 19th of October. I went to London to find some groceries and drugs. No trains. It took me the whole day to cross the Thames and come back. Becky seemed better. I made a soup she ate. I found no drugs, only a few syringes, and some sleeping pills on the black market. We have no money left. Maybe I could go to the Pembroke Hospital tomorrow? But it's so far, and I fear leaving my wife for so long. 19th of October. Becky threw up the meal a few hours after she ate. See, more World of Darkness things there, as vampires eat. If vampires try to eat food, they throw it up. And no super spoilers, but like as we will very soon see, these are like little like thrally vampires, not like full vampires. That's what Becky's turning into here. So yeah, that's always good to see. But throughout she says she hears voices outside at night. No, I skipped the line. She is so frail now it makes me cry. She says she hears voices outside at night. She says she wants to eat meat, but where would I find meat? Tomorrow I'll barricade the house to protect us from looters. The men with the mechanical shovel have stopped digging the mass grave. I heard shouts last night as if they were attacked. Now there are only a few boats throwing bodies day and night into the giant hole. The smell is terrible. We should have left this house a week ago, but Becky, she refuses to leave. She'd rather die, she said, with a nasty smile. Why is she torturing me so? 22nd of October. Becky just attacked me. She jumped on me from the stairs and tried to bite me. I had to smack her, but she smacked me back. I went upstairs and locked myself in the bedroom. Now I can hear her crying and mumbling downstairs. I retrieved the gun I hid in the ceiling since the war to protect the house. Now I'm ready to use it to protect myself from my own wife. 23rd of October. I could not sleep at all. Becky spent the whole night scratching at the door, asking for my help, begging me to let her in, but I was too afraid to open it. I'm just waiting for her to die now. What? Why you do this? It would not be long. I pray God it will end soon. 24th of October. I was so hungry. I tried to go downstairs this morning. Becky was sitting in the armchair by the chimney. She was panting like a dog, looking at me without moving, just following me around the room with her eyes. I pointed the gun at her sore face, but she did not react. I could not pull the trigger. I went back to my room. 25th of October. The house is silent like a tomb. No more noises. Becky is dead now. Forgive me, my love. I was unable to save you. I will be with you soon enough. And then he shoots himself, as evidenced by the gun in his hand and the bullet wound on his head that you can't really see here, and the light and stuff. Can you look at these letters? No. Anything else? Before we sit on the bed? Ugh, get stuck there. Okay. Alright, sit on the bed.
This makes no sense. None of it. No sense at all. It's a nightmare. That's it. So be it. Rational thinking only. This is absolute madness. I've lost touch with the real.
Madness it is, as mad as the moon, who takes blinding sunlight into a glowing flesh.
Hideout beds allow you to evolve and rest. Spend experience points to level up and improve your vampiric skills. Okay, so we're gonna get the healing skill, which is something we're definitely going to be improving later because it's amazingly useful and basically necessary. I think we end up wanting to go for the like big ol' super healing boost, not this one. You have enough XP to unlock an aggressive skill. Choose one to unlock now. Okay, these 3 skills here are all super cool, but I'm a real sucker for vampires with claws, so we're going this. We're gonna, and then same thing for this. I think we're gonna end up going down the mega damage tree instead of the blood gain tree. We might go down the blood gain tree. I'm not sure. Yeah, this. I should read this, huh? As natural predators, vampires have received some gifts from Mother Nature, like claws instead of fingernails. These natural weapons can easily cut through tissue and are very useful for piercing a prey's arteries. If you use your claws, you will see humanity differently, like soft and tender meat. Nice flavor text. And then we will confirm.
Voice in my head. If I'm not mad, then it must belong to the one who made me what I am. I must find him to understand what I have become.
I think the claws are not the strongest ability. I think the shadow thing is stronger, it's more powerful, it's better. But oh, I didn't ever notice he has a little watch there. But it doesn't matter. We're choosing claws anyway, and we're gonna make the claws work. Does not sound good, guys. We have hunters on our tail. Did we miss anything down here? I think I got everything right. Anything up here? Okay. All right. I think we walk in here and trigger the thing. No. Okay.
These people want me dead. I need to leave now.
Here's the leech. Here!
My head's spinning.
Oi! Come out, you coward! Clever fucking beasts!
It's locked, all right.
Okay. Gotta search through all the things. You never know when there's stuff hiding. Secret stuff. Oh. Okay. Well, apparently there was no secret things here. This door's locked.
I cannot enter.
Crap, where do we go from here? I've already played this game. Oh, right. Use stake. Offhand weapons can be used by pressing Y, and we got the shelter key. They have attacks with special effects that can consume stamina. Alright. I think... yeah, the stake's good.
I'm still in
Y is
Southwark.
Okay.
I must reach the West End.
Stun. Press Y to use your stake and inflict stun damage. A stunned enemy can be bitten.
Die, vermin!
Ow. Damn it. Okay, lock on. Press A to bite stunned enemies. Biting them will fills you with blood and health gauge. Bite. The way I like to play this game is attack with claws.
The strength
and
I never knew I had.
attack with claws, and then like a sword once we get rid of the machete, and then like stunning a bunch to drain from biting. That's how I found to play. I don't actually use the gun very much, even though the gun we end up getting is pretty cool. Can I? No.
See them fancy clothes? This one's a top!
This shouldn't be possible.
You'll pay for that!
No. Ah, damn it. Oh, that was bad.
Every sinew, every fiber of my being is afire.
Okay, I can properly dodge now. Just get some of her health back. That just happened. Heal. Man, our fight is so bad.
I feel like a child learning the limits of my body.
Oh, hey. Oh there. I need to get used to the Xbox controller, like I've said, which is the excuse I will be using every time I mess something up. Ah. Nope. Okay. Stop hitting me so much. I'm trying to. Nope. No stamina. Ah. Hey there. Hey there. Why didn't that dodge? This should dodge. That's fine. Hey there. Come on, try again. Why? Let's back up a little bit, maybe. Oh. Feels like the dodge is a little delayed, but. Just quickly get in there with the sword. Kill him.
My strength. My reflexes. I'm not human anymore.
That was a little bit harder than it should have been. All this stuff. Do I have anything? I think we got everything that we dropped. Right there. I might switch actually to playing with the keyboard and mouse because I do. Okay, well, we know what we'll be doing, spending most of our time doing now. Because I do think I like that better. If I just switch right now. Oh, my sensitivity is a bit high. Yeah, so call me crazy, but I think there's actually a slight delay on the dodge on the Xbox controller compared to the keyboard. It feels like, now that I could be just convincing myself that this is true and it's not true, but it feels like when I push space, it's instant. Like, I haven't even let off, I haven't even started letting off the spacebar yet, and it's already dodging. Whereas it feels like there's just the fraction of a second delay on the Xbox dodge. Xbox controller dodge. This is obviously something that you guys can't really tell, but yeah. Okay, just taking all the stuff. Okay.
My poor sister. If only I...
Your king and country need you. Join the blank and help blank. Probably join the army and help your country.
had controlled my need for blood. Mary, someone will pay for what happened to you. For what happened to us.
Join the British ranks and help the brave lads at the front. I don't think I was coming up with that myself. Got some rats over here. Yeah, we can feed off rats, but we don't need to because we have full blood. Because that. I think nobody can argue about this game when it comes to just the atmosphere, how well they did. Oh yeah, I have to push F to do that.
The dizziness from the jump. I can now control it.
Want to boost our stamina because dodging
What
is really
will
important
London have to say to me?
as we level up.
I've so many questions unanswered.
Alright.
Another corpse. Have the very streets of London become a mausoleum? The man has been drained of all blood, but I can still smell the scent of it. I follow the scent's trail. Perhaps it will lead me to my assailant. Fresh blood. The smell is so strong.
Alright, so V is we can jump up there, but I want to go over here first. I remember, isn't there something over here? Can you
This is a slaughterhouse.
This is locked. Money. I think we have to come back for that chest right there.
It's locked, all right.
Yeah. Okay. Good to know. Good to keep in mind, I guess. Is this locked? No, it's not. Alright, some more stuff. Right up here now. We're not gonna. So this now. We're now in the kind of open worldy bit. Which. So we're gonna.
There is no one in sight.
Run around here. I think. Although we're in the open world bit, they haven't like properly populated it yet with all the characters because we're still in the tutorial. Around down here. Also hide out up there. So hideouts is where you know, you have your storage and you have your crafting thing. So we're gonna, have I actually picked up enough stuff to, oh, on the workbench you can craft medical treatments to heal sick citizens, serums to boost yourself, weapon upgrades to improve and customize your weapons. Steak, I want to upgrade it if we can. No, I need tiny common handle parts and a lead stick. Use revolver. Okay. Spun around a bit fast there. We can level up here, but we don't have enough XP for that really. So we're not going to do that. Oh, common handle part, common trigger part. Just need 2 more of those common handle parts. We can upgrade our stake, which is one of my favorite weapons. So we'll be doing that. That light. Oh. For looking away when they mock my color, I hate myself. For crying like a girl when they insult me, I hate myself. For swearing like a boy when they're gone. I hate myself. For hating my parents. I hate myself. For smiling when customers call me Sad Brina. I hate myself. For never finding the courage to tell Tom how I truly feel. I hate myself. Aww. Discovered a hint. It reveals a secret about a citizen or someone related to them. And we can see the hint up in the right. Sabrina hides her true feelings about her boss, Tom Watts. Alright, cool. Yeah, so we'll get all the hints from everybody. Well, we'll try to, at least. Because, can I... Oh, I can't teleport here. Or it's not teleporting, it's like dashing. Right. I think I have to go in here now.
At last, a little life. Whoever he may
I
be,
hope I live long enough to see
the
them
killer
recruit boys
recently
get what's
entered
coming
this
to them.
bar. Maybe some of the locals saw him.
There's gotta be something.
Hello,
keeping
sir.
Tom to get out of this.
Are you alright? Is there any way I can help you?
I don't know. Maybe you could just talk to me.
Maybe you prefer to speak with Tom then. He's more agreeable talking to strangers.
The creepy strangers who just say, please, talk to me. What's going on?
What's going on around here? Where is everyone?
Too many dead, sir. First the epidemic, and now all these terrible murders.
About the murders.
The murders. What can you say about them?
Bodies found in the streets every morning. Drained of blood. It's just horrible. Some say the sewer dog is back.
The sewer dog. What's that?
No one knows. People have always disappeared around these parts. The ancients say it's the sewer dog coming out to feed. But now he's killing in the streets.
The ancients?
What have you heard about the epidemic?
There's a Spanish flu. Yeah. Killed so many last summer. Thought we'd seen the last of it. Dozens dying every week.
Are the authorities doing anything?
Nothing. There are so many quarantine zones in London now. It's gotten really hard to travel across town.
What is this place?
What is this place?
This is Tom's bar. A turquoise turtle. I'm the barmaid here, Sabrina, if you want to know.
Are you always open at
Are
night?
you always open this late at night?
No, it's only since the epidemic started. Tom thought that people may need a safe place to stay.
So yeah, if you haven't guessed, the key to this game is to exhaust all dialogue trees. That's important.
You don't seem to have much business. Where is everybody?
Well, most people are sleeping right now. And those that are awake tend to avoid going out. What with the murders and all.
I just want to talk.
I just want to talk. I didn't mean to scare you.
Maybe
I'm
we
not
should
afraid,
have that one
sir.
first. Because we've just been
It's
talking
just
about
I've other customers to take care of.
I only see one customer.
Oh. Well, yeah, of course. I mean, I best check on them.
I'll leave then. Thank you.
Okay. Hey there. You're a depressed guy.
Good evening, sir. I wondered if I could ask for your help.
Wow, you look like you need a drink.
Yes. I apologize for my outfit. It's been a long night.
Been there, seen that. Don't worry, things can only get worse.
Did anyone enter the bar?
Has anybody entered the bar recently?
Can't say. Sorry. I spent the night making love to that gorgeous bottle, see?
This is important, sir. Are you sure no one has come in here in the last few hours?
I don't know and I don't care. This is a free country. People still have the right to come and go, don't they?
What's going on around here?
What's going on around here? It's like everybody is hiding.
You must be new here. Have you not heard about the murders? Everybody fears the return of the sewer dog.
Who is this sewer dog?
It's the local bogeyman. Convenient answer for every crime that happened for decades. You murdered someone, blame the sewer dog, eh?
Just a fairy tale.
You make it sound like it's a fairy tale.
People will always believe in monsters. It's easier than accepting their own darkness. we can all be monsters.
Yeah, sometimes it's just a little bit more literal, like in my case. Or, you know,
I'll leave you to your bottle then.
not my case. Jonathan's case.
I'm losing
I'm not a monster. Okay,
I should just run as far away from this place as I can.
and then we talk to him.
My God, sir, you look like Jonah's whale just spat you out of hell. Can I get you a drink?
No, thank you. I'm not thirsty.
Well, grab a chair and get some rest. This is going to be another long night.
Why is it going to be a long night?
You must be new around here. Don't you know about the murders?
Tell me more about these murders.
Every morning for the last few weeks, bodies have been found. And those poor sods didn't die of flu.
Any leads?
Do the police have any leads on a suspect?
Even before the outbreak, coppers never came round here. We're on our own. People die in these parts all the time, and no one cares.
Where am I?
Cut on the thing there.
Where is this place?
You're at my bar, sir, the Turquoise Turtle. The last ray of light in this dangerous part of town.
Aren't you scared?
Scared of what? All the bad shit happens out on the foggy streets. And I never go outside.
That's an attitude I can appreciate.
So you're open all night?
Yep. Figured people might need a place to rest in these dark times.
Alright, well, I'm looking
I'm
for
looking
someone.
for someone who might have passed through here recently. Wondered if you might help.
It's been quiet tonight. The only other person I've seen went straight up to his room. Thought it was kind of rude, actually.
You mean he's still here?
Well, yeah. He paid for the entire week.
How long has he been here?
He rented the room a few days ago and didn't say when he'd leave.
Who is this man?
Who is this man? What does he look like?
Well, like a gentleman, I guess. Well-dressed, quite polite. A professor or something fancy like that. Always writing, reading notes.
I need to meet this man. I have questions.
Just climb the stairs and knock on the first door. I heard him open his window, so I guess he's still awake. And,
Yes?
no funny business. You hear me? This is a respectable establishment.
I should just run as far away from this place as I
Damn it. I think drink no longer stirs me.
Can I loot your stuff? Do you have things to loot? No. Nothing to loot. I thought there was a chest back there, but it's been a long time since I played this, so maybe not. You have anything else to say?
Hello, sir.
I don't know. Maybe you...
Maybe.
No.
I'll leave then. Thank you.
In front of the man. Get out of it. Whoa. Okay.
Are they stupid or something? I've never even been to India.
This is no place for you. Prewen has several patrols roaming the area,
They do not pursue me.
but they're looking for vampires, and they're most efficient.
They'll not relent until the killer has been identified.
I have a common objective, but I require...
I think someone is eavesdropping.
Are you certain? You might as well come in, whoever you are.
Slowly, vampire. Who are you?
I mean you no harm.
Saith the vampire. Present yourself.
I need a word. With anyone.
Well, that's something I can do for you. And who might you be?
we not know?
I'm not sure that I know anymore.
Ah.
Might I at least learn the reason of your presence?
That's none of your concern.
Sir, you have entered my room in the middle of the night, pale as a corpse and shaking like a tree. So please, indulge me.
I mean, he's got a point.
Someone is molesting people. In fact, killing them. Biting them.
The calling card of a vampire. Like you.
You seem like an expert.
You seem the expert. How would that be?
I have my secrets, as you have yours.
Then if you are not a vampire, who or what are you?
Dr. Edgar Swansea of the Brotherhood of St. Paul. I'm
enjoys-
performing an independent investigation here in an attempt to understand precisely what is going on.
There's a bit of role-playing. This nice scene here.
What have you uncovered concerning the murders?
It started a few nights ago. Rumors of violent murders. The docs have always been, shall we say, somewhat unsavory. But this is different.
How different?
A vampire is at work here. Famished. Reckless. It must be brought to ground, and quickly.
Who are you talking
I heard another voice, that of a woman. Who were you talking to?
Ridiculous. I've no idea what you're talking about.
Something tells me not to trust you.
Then the feeling is mutual.
And what exactly is this Brotherhood?
Sir, if the name is not familiar to you, then we shall discuss it another time.
Then help me find the culprit.
I may. If you'll first tell me why you opened this door.
I followed a trail. The scent of blood from a recent victim. It led me here.
You thought I was your aggressor. That explains a great deal. We are both chasing the same shadow.
He did not actually ask a yes or no question, so the fact that we have yes and no here is a bit weird, but sure, yeah.
A shadow, indeed. Yet I heard his voice in my head. There was a moment I believed I was mad.
You should let me handle this affair. You've no idea what you're up against.
No. I will find the monster. He is mine.
How will you do any better than I? But then let me ask you this. What are your intentions if you find the killer?
We'll get some answers, and then possibly kill him. But for now, we'll get some answers.
I will at last have the answers to my questions.
Then I can only wish you good hunting. And pray we shall meet again.
If Swansea is not my attacker, it means somebody else came here tonight. Someone must know something.
Man, keyboard and mouse controls are significantly better than the Xbox controls.
Evening, sir. Can I help you?
I have a few questions for you.
Well, if you must.
I want the truth.
I spoke to Dr. Swansea. He's not the man I'm looking for. Now, I want the truth.
The truth? What do you mean?
I suspect that someone else was here tonight, and I don't think Tom wants to tell me about it.
I'm just the barmaid here, okay? If Tom says you're the only visitor we had, then you're the only visitor we had.
I can feel your fear, madam. Please, tell me what's going on.
It's Will. William Bishop. He came in here earlier tonight and he... Well, I thought he was going to clock someone.
What happened tonight?
He was dead drunk, as usual. But my God, his eyes. His face. He must have caught something awful. He shouted and cried. It was terrible.
Why are you so afraid?
I mean, his skin. His hands. I scrubbed every glass and every chair that he touched. God, I hope it's not contagious.
Tell me about this William Bishop.
Will was a sailor who worked at the canning factory before he lost that job. A nice bloke, really. He's never been violent. Until tonight.
Why keep it a secret? Why not tell me about it?
Tom's nothing if not loyal. After Will lost his job, he offered him one ear. They used to be good mates. But recently, well, Will started to get very aggressive.
I see. Thank you for your candor. I'll be sure to talk to Tom.
Hey there, Tom.
Welcome back. Did you find what you were after?
I can't say I have. Are you sure no one else came into your bar before I arrived?
Hey, I told you, you were the only other stranger I've had.
Citizen hints. As a vampire, you can force citizens to reveal information thanks to a hint you have discovered. Clue prompt. It's a bit like...
Goodbye, Mr. Watts.
That's not what I want to say.
I think drink no longer.
You again.
Prompt. Okay.
Tom, talk to me about the visit from your old friend, William.
Yes, Will came by tonight, but he's not my friend anymore.
Why would you
Why
lie
to me if he is not your friend?
I didn't lie. I said you were my only unannounced customer, and that's the truth.
Except that you knew that you were hiding information. Which does actually, in my book, count as lying. You said something which implied something you knew to be false, which is a lie.
Who is he?
William. Just an old sailor who loves his gin too much. He worked for years at the canning factory before it closed.
Is he dangerous?
Yeah. Like many drunks, he's all bark and no bite. He can barely stand up most of the time.
How was he tonight? Was he different?
Sicker than usual, perhaps. He whined and mumbled about how mean people were to him and how he'd like to talk to me outside, and then he left when I refused.
I need to find him. It's a matter of urgency. Do you know where he is?
You could try his boat. It's up by the North Pier. He sleeps there when he's too drunk to get home.
Please describe him to me.
What'd you expect? He's a tall, sick bastard with a bad rash and torn old clothes. William used to be strong. Now he's a mess.
Thank you, Tom.
If you see him, tell him I don't want him back here unless he cleans up his act, okay?
I have a feeling he'll never be back here.
Are they stupid or something?
Hello, sir. May I disturb you again?
And you're still ugly as sin.
No.
I'll leave you to your bottle then.
Okay. Head out here.
I think I'm losing my mind. I should just run as far away from this place as I can.
I think drink no longer stands.
District status stable.
I will get to the bottom of this intrigue. What's been done to me, to this city.
Can I get at that? No. No, I cannot. Dang it. Wait. Wait. Let me just... Oh, no. I can't take out my weapon or, do that, apparently. Okay, but over here, I think I can. Yeah. Alright, so no barrels shall escape me here. Opportunity attack. F out of combat. Silently behind. Okay, killed him anyway. Equip and press right mouse button to use your ranged weapons and inflict standard damage and stun damage. Be aware the ammo is limited.
Ammunition crate. Good. I may need a lot of bullets. I feel like I'm back on the front line again.
He sounded pretty excited about that. Okay, let's Go there.
Shut that foolish mouth.
I like that. It feels so satisfying to do that.
Right. No time I can remember. But I've only been part of the guard 3 weeks to the day.
All the more reason to shut it, Mr. Billy. If the man says a bloodsucker's dug in here, you've but one job, and that's to find it. And
Do you know
find
where
it
I am?
fast.
It's fair enough, Tom. But why do they hide where it's so damn cold?
Over there!
What's the?
There's one of them
Nope.
vermin!
Oh, that was bad. How do I lock on and... How do I lock on with the keyboard and mouse controls? Some stuff. Oh, you've got some stuff there. Hey there. Is it tab? It's not tab. Alright, well, first thing we're gonna do is figure that out, because that's important. So we'll drop down here. I just need to get him on screen, I think, and then I can... Enemy card. Press V to spot enemies around and display their enemy cards. Some enemies are more resistant to certain types of damage. There are 4 types of resistances: melee, range, blood, and shadow. Orange indicates a medium resistance, and red indicates a high resistance. Okay, so he's... Oh, I'm locked onto this guy without having to do anything. Okay. Oh, is T lock on? I saw a T flash. See that? See how it flashes in there for a second? Crap, what is... Wait, did I miss it? Yeah, I did. Toggle enemy lock. Control. There we go. Okay. Alright. So... That guy's a tough guy. That guy's kind of a normal-ish guy. So we'll go after this... Okay, I have to keep my resistance on. Okay, we'll go after this guy first. No, this guy.
This one's
No,
mine!
not him. Okay, well, I guess we'll be going after him after all. Oh, there's a chains lock. That's kind of annoying. Come on, hit. Damn it. This lock changing is... Okay, there we go. Let's just dodge that. Hey. Feed on, you, sir. Don't worry about it. Just again. Oh. Get our health back up. And then slash. Alright, he's dead. Break that real fast. Hey there. Give me that. Okay, yeah, so I did see some complaining that the slightest bump of your mouse will cause the lock to jump to the next target, which I definitely experienced just there. And that's gonna be something I've got to get used to.
Last warning, sir!
Actually, you know what?
Get them
Hey.
weapons ready! He's done for!
Oh, wow. They have, like, no stamina. Nope, didn't want to hit you. I wanted to hit you. Okay, yeah, I have to be real careful about my mouse. Oh, I thought I was gonna kill him. Alright. Saw a guy running up around there. What? Was I crazy? I could have sworn I saw someone like... Oh, yeah, I did. Hey there.
Stay away!
How about no? You know, we haven't used our claw, so let's do that. Wait. I want to get my blood back. Oh, I killed him. Oh well, it's not a big deal. I do like the claw. Like, do you see how much damage it did? It's not the strongest ability, but it's so satisfying. Any stuff in here? Jonathan, if you're just standing there and then I do this, like, you don't need to like action turn, you can just turn your body normally. So nice. I don't know, it's hard to explain, but like, it's really satisfying to do that. Got a gun, which I'll probably never use, but you know. Okay, did we explore everything? Yeah, these poor guys don't have anything on them. Oh, I need to follow blood trail. I know that some of our companions consider that the best advantage we have in our fight against leeches is that they can't go out during the day. Thus, we can hunt them down when they hide, powerless in their sleep. This is a rookie mistake. First, because vampires are clever, and they have countless ruses and tricks to avoid being spotted in their den. Second, because they deploy many deadly traps to kill any intruders in what they consider their most precious sanctuary. It would cost us too much men and too much time to explore and eradicate vampires in their hideouts. The best tactic is to follow and destroy them when they really are vulnerable, when they hunt at night. It is much easier to attack them then, for they can be easily spotted. That's why the Guard of Prewin must evolve and deploy new tactics to hunt the leeches and small and mobile patrols. Tactics based on technological advantages, modern communications. We can learn many things from the war in France. New strategy, new equipment, and new weaponry. Grenades, white phosphorus, ultraviolet light, bulletproof vests, and flamethrowers. Should be plural. It is time for the Guard to embrace the 20th century. From A New War by Jeffrey McCullum, Prewin leader. Almost missed that. Why am I walking slowly? Did I toggle, that's sprint. Oh, crap. Sprint, dodge, walk. Toggle walk B. There we go. Alright. I'm guessing I bumped that when I tried to bring up the vampire senses before. Wrong button. New hideout. Hey there. Can I have your stuff? Thank you. Oh, I think we can increase the power of the stake now. So that's good. Anything else in here? Oh yeah, there it is. That's just the storage. Alright, let's upgrade this. We got the wrong kind of thing! We can't upgrade it. We can upgrade this. I don't want it though. We're gonna save it. We're gonna save the upgrade parts for when I get a cooler sword. I don't like machetes. Not because they're bad in this game. Just, I guess, I should call it RP wise. I just don't like machetes. I prefer proper swords. Oh, hey, we can, rats, come back. I just want your blood. There we go.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Don't worry about it. You'll be doing a lot worse before the night is done. Probably.
Fresh blood. The whole building reeks of it. The scent is so strong it makes me dizzy.
What is he stabbed with? It's like a just like shovel handle or something. But...
We've done it before. No. I had a drink outside tonight already and it
equip a two-handed weapon and press the right mouse button to use its special ability. The scythe, for instance, can be used to parry an incoming attack, inflicting heavy stun damage if timed correctly. we will not be doing that because our stake inflicts heavy stump damage regardless of its timing.
This place reeks of bloodshed.
Hey there, boss battle.
You're my last and dearest friend.
Oh.
This creature is bedeviled. I must put it down.
Let's lock again. Control. Okay. See how much better the dodging is? I didn't just suddenly get better at this game. Ah. See, it's just the dodging. It's just the dodging is better. I have some new blood. To heal that damage is good to me, because, come on, that's not good. Let's do that. Ah. The nice thing about feeding is it lowers their max health too. So in case he does catch me with one of those jump bites, one of those, then he can heal less. So I quickly heal. Smash this barrel. Heal real fast. Ah, stop it. I'm trying to heal. A little bit more. Heal that blood we just used. Back up. Just get a couple swipes in here. Hey there. You can kind of see my combat style here from this fight, which is what I picked up from when I had played previously. It's how I like to fight. Put that blood back up again, and then immediately, bam! And it's all cool. Probably just kill it now. One more hit, come on. Ah, I forget that the jump takes priority. That is unfortunate. We gotta use bludgeon. Okay, let's talk to this thing. Hey.
William was an honorable man. I could have saved him.
Mr. Hampton, are you in there?
I knew him well, another lost soul, a kindred spirit.
Sir, listen to the sound of my voice. I'm a doctor. You're suffering from shock.
I must return to my flock. They'll stray without me.
Remember, certain skulls are every bit as resistant as we are.
Who are you? What do you mean by skull?
You truly are a newborn. I should have realized.
Wait. You are the woman from the bar. Are you like me? Can you help me?
I believe, sir, I already have.
By George and the Saints, you've solved the mystery of these terrible murders. Patience, good fellows, I've come to offer help. Just give me a moment to secure my boat. We can leave this awful place.
William was not the evil man they claimed. He was just taken by the thirst. He needed this drink.
This man requires medical attention. We'll see he gets to the nearest hospital.
No, please, I must tend to my fold. My flock needs me.
There, sir. Go with the good Dr. Swansea. He's resourceful, and I'm sure he'll take good care of you.
You'd best come as well. The sun is soon to rise, and you'll need a place to rest.
I just need a moment. If I can learn something about what has happened to William, I'll be a step closer to understanding what happened to me.
And I need to, like, check all these shiny boxes and smash any of them that I can't loot. Ah, thank you, Danny Lebeck. Whoops. Come on. Smash. There we go. It's too bad they don't drop loot when you smash them. Because that would give me an excuse for smashing them instead of just doing it because it's what I do. Alright, I think we got everything. When I first played through this, I did not notice, but I think this syringe we use right here is the one we picked up from the guy who shot himself in the head.
This poor creature can't be my maker. Could it be some subspecies of vampire? I must find a place to analyze the blood.
Because if you see, we got a little sample of his blood there, which obviously we had to have collected with a syringe or something, right? So, yeah. It's a little put together right now. I'm smart. This boat is cool. This music is cool. The little lake, the riverside stuff.
Where are we headed?
We're on our way to the Pembroke Hospital. It's just across the canal. They'll have a bed for poor Mr. Hampton.
William was... What manner of creature was he?
Predator, prey, villain, and victim. Who can say? The important thing is that he's been stopped.
Duly noted. And the woman? What... Who is she?
What woman?
Oh, don't play me for a fool. You used me to locate that skull. You must know who she is.
And I thought you a gentleman. You shouldn't talk about a lady behind her back, but I will tell you she values her privacy.
Silly British people.
London as peaceful as she appears from the middle of the canal. If only that were the reality of the situation.
To be honest, I've always tried to avoid this part of town.
Pembroke Hospital is the last bastion between the rest of London and the epidemic. The flu has decimated the East End and the war still rages. Welcome to the front lines of a plague.
This is where you work, Dr. Swansea?
I am the administrator of Pembroke Hospital.
I thought you were here in service of your mysterious order, the Brotherhood of...
Of St. Paul's Stole, yes. But first and foremost, I'm a man of science. A physician, like yourself, Dr. Reed.
How do you know who I am?
No need for modesty. You are Dr. Jonathan Reed, a surgeon of some caliber and renown, if I'm not mistaken.
You are correct, sir.
I knew it. I had my suspicions. But when you took the blood sample from the corpse of poor William, I was certain.
Look at that building above his head.
Dr. Reed. Marvelous.
Have we met?
I attended 3 of your seminars before the war. I have the utmost admiration for your research. And what a turn of fate. England's most esteemed blood specialist returns to London a vampire.
That word, again. From a so-called man of science.
I understand. Traditionally, the role of science is to refute myth, but when myth walks among us, the Brotherhood of St. Paul has dedicated its purpose to their study. There's so much for you to learn.
Of that, you are right.
Well, then let me be blunt. Join my staff at Pembroke Hospital.
This angle's better.
As a physician. I suspect you'll not find a better post of employment to contemplate your predicament.
This is sudden. I was returning home to see my sickly mother. But alas, that was before contracting this... affliction.
Dr. Reed, take a moment to consider. The post would be for the night shift, providing a good explanation for your absence during daylight hours. You'll be adequately reimbursed, and have a place to hide. I even had the forethought to bring some clean clothes. So, what do you say?
It seems I have little choice, but yours is a generous offer, so I thank you.
Brilliant!
They want
Oh, Jonathan,
this angle.
This is one for the book, and the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
I have lost control of the camera. The game got tired of my crap. Spinning around looking at buildings and stuff.
Dr. Swansea, thank goodness. I was beginning to be concerned.
Worry no more, Nurse Crane, for I bring good news.
Oh, Doctor, what a night. We lost 2 more patients. Nurse Scow said she couldn't take it anymore and resigned.
Yes, well, I'll make a new rota in the morning. In the meantime, find a good bed for Mr. Hampton. Be sure to pay attention to his needs.
Of course, Doctor.
Oh, and Dorothy?
Yes, Doctor?
Dr. Reed here has just returned from the front. He served King and Country and will be joining us here at Pembroke. We're very lucky to have gained a surgeon of his talent, and one so experienced in blood transfusions.
That is good news indeed, Doctor.
Oh, yes. Here at Pembroke, it's not what we have, but what we haven't. It's only thanks to Nurse Crane and the staff that our ship doesn't sink. If you have any questions, just ask her.
Duly noted. Thank you.
Your assistance is required, Dr. Swansea, immediately.
Welcome aboard, Jonathan. We'll catch up after my rounds. I'm coming, Nurse Crane. I'm coming.
Okay. He's really into the shaking my hand there. Can I loot any of these things? Gotta analyze his blood in the hospital. Okay. But first, we need to trigger a cutscene. If I remember correctly.
You can do better than that.
Yeah.
Nah. It's my turn.
Rotten ocracy. Each heart contains the seeds of life. Drink at this river. Try it all.
Oh, come on, you bastard. I won't bite.
Sir, please.
I will.
You've lost too much blood.
Here's the joke.
Calm yourself.
You think I didn't notice? Stop your staring and get me to an hospital, you arse.
You should be more polite to me.
Insulting a good Samaritan. Not exactly the way to get rescued.
All right, sorry. I am in pain here. My guts are spilling out onto the street and you're yabbering on.
Yes. That's a very nasty wound you've got there. Take my word, I am a doctor. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
If a doctor says that to you, don't trust them.
Name's Clay Cox. I'd appreciate you helping me to a better place, Doc.
Follow me, Mr. Cox. Let me assist you to that better place.
Blood quality. The blood quality indicates how much XP you will obtain from a particular citizen. The higher the blood quality, the more XP you get. To drink the blood of your prey, you first need to mesmerize them to lead them out of sight from others. Your mesmerize level must be equal or higher than the citizen's resistance. Press Q to mesmerize Clay.
Bring this fading light into the shadows. Dance with him the dance of life and death.
Press left mouse button to embrace. Another more World of Darkness terminology there. Clay Cox. Okay, they're using it a little bit differently here, but still. Or spacebar to release him. Embracing Clay will provide a massive XP boost, but be aware there will be consequences. Learning more about citizens and collecting their hints will increase the experience gain. Okay, so I think we will end up embracing him, but not here. Because we don't have any clues about him, and so it's stupid to embrace him now and lose out on all that juicy XP we get from learning all about him. So we're going to release him here, only to bring him back and bite him later. But for now...
No more. Not tonight. Not like this. I will not take another life.
We'll let him go. I mean, we're gonna kill him later, but for now, we're letting him go. And I think these are all... Oh, I can't teleport here anyway. It's not teleported. I should stop saying that. Spring. Man, I want to upgrade the steak. What was that? Oh, just talk to you again. Can I learn anything from you, or? No.
What happened?
Just mumbles. Open up this tiny Oh, that's the thing we need, right? I can't see in the screen, but I think those are the pieces we need to upgrade the stake. Whoa.
It is wise for the huntsman to sometimes let his prey go, but no famished hunter can run for long.
Don't worry, creepy voice of darkness. I actually did exactly what you wanted me to do. We're letting him go to make the thrill of catching him later all the better. I don't know. We want more experience, okay? Because in general, we will not be biting people, but he's like a free, easy bite. Like, it's pretty easy to have the district recover afterwards. Calm down. I'm trying to talk to the good folks who are watching my stream. It's easy to have the district recover later and get some nice, needed experience. So yeah, that's what we'll be biting him. Probably. Unless there's like a reward for never biting anyone. Is there like a super big pacifist reward? I'm not actually sure about that. I might look it up. Although that's gonna make the game way harder. Like super mega hard. See all these barrels? They taunt me. I must protect the masquerade and not go around at vampire speeds here, but still.
I'm not one to make wait, Doctor.
Yeah. Come on.
Doctor, where have you been? I've little time to play hide and seek with new staff members, no matter how illustrious they may be.
I've been running around.
I found a wounded man by the docks. He answers to the name of Clay Cox. He requires urgent medical attention.
Already making the rounds? That's the Pembroke spirit. I'll ask our porter, Milton, to bring him back immediately.
Thank you, nurse. What can I do for you?
Dr. Swansea insisted we provide you a quiet office. You'll find it on the second floor with your name on the door.
Thank you.
Already?
Nurse Crane, isn't it?
Yes, Dorothy Crane. Welcome to Pembroke Hospital, Dr. Reed. Your office has been prepared.
Didn't you know I was coming? Already has a name on the door.
I would like to ask a few questions first. And Mr. Hampton, the patient we brought in, how does he fare?
I gave him a sedative to help him sleep. Poor thing was in quite a state of shock.
Who is Dr. Swansea?
What kind of man is Dr. Swansea?
Well, you accepted the job from him. I thought you would have known about your employer.
Yeah. Don't give me your sass.
Apologies, I've only just met him the once. This is sudden. I've only just returned to England.
Dr. Swansea is a brilliant surgeon and the most compassionate physician.
It's right to assume Dr. Swansea knows far more about me than I do about him.
You'll get to know him soon enough, and better than me. The administrator has better things to do than mix with us.
You have been really unhelpful.
If you could point me in the direction of my room again, nurse.
Oh, I don't need this.
Second floor of the hospital, left after the stairs. It's the last vacant office at the end of the corridor.
But in the name of...
Thank you, nurse.
Exhausting all dialogue trees. Okay, and then someone walked by us. Over here. Hey there, yep, hey.
Good evening, nurse. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed, the new surgeon here at the Pembroke.
Dr. Swansea has already told us about you, sir. I'm Nurse Gwyneth Brannigan. Welcome to the Pembroke Hospital.
Did he really? It's a good thing I wasn't hoping to keep a low profile.
All members of staff have already read about your new blood transfusion technique. Dr. Swansea made sure of that.
I see. Well, I'm a little surprised, but I suppose I'll just have to deal with this unexpected notoriety.
You must know, blood transfusions are Dr. Swansea's primary subject of research. He is convinced it is the future.
I'm gonna say goodbye here, so that way we can get a proper camera angle. What is this?
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
Okay, can I talk to you again? Hey there.
Good evening.
There we go.
Good evening, Doctor.
Alright.
How are things here?
Not good, to say the least. We're struggling against an invisible enemy, more lethal than any bullet from a gun. It's hard, Doctor.
So after I started playing this, after it came out, I did a bit of research into the Spanish flu because that's something I hadn't, didn't really know anything about. And it's probably like, although this is a weird thing to have, my favorite like illness now. I think it's actually pretty cool. It like, if you're into this sort of thing, or you just like learning things you didn't know before, I highly recommend looking into it. It's a pretty interesting bit of history.
An invisible enemy. Quite a poetic term for a disease, especially from a nurse.
Sorry, Doctor. These last few weeks have been exhausting. We could all do with a good night's sleep.
Do you think this hospital can survive the epidemic?
We are all volunteers here, and we're trying to hold fast, but how do we beat an invisible killer? Some nurses have already resigned.
It's your job as a hospital to beat diseases.
I'm not familiar with all the staff yet. Perhaps you could help me.
Brilliant professionals, most of them. Dr. Swansea has a gift for recruiting talent.
Most of them. Is there a problem I should know about, nurse?
It would be inappropriate for me to speak ill of a colleague.
Okay.
Is there anyone that stands out?
Well, I have never met someone as dedicated as Dr. Tippett's. He should be a standard for us all here. If only he were younger.
Why should his age be a problem?
I guess it's fair to say he's always pushing himself to the limits. He just doesn't know when to stop and get some rest.
Got a clue.
Nurse Brannigan, if you do know something, please tell me. Anything you say will be held in confidence.
No. I may disagree with some conduct, but in the end, everybody is doing their best.
So I think, in my last attempt to do this, I managed to... That's just all hints. I did their story, Tippett's and the nurse's story. But not, later we're gonna... I never actually managed to finish the story, where the guy who needs surgery on his leg or something. We'll get there in a second, but I never managed to finish that, so that will be a story that will be new for me as well. So that's good, I guess. What you guys doing out here?
Good evening, nurse.
Good evening,
Oh, right,
Doctor.
they're together.
I don't think we've been introduced yet. My name is Pippa Hawkins.
And I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. Dr. Swansea has recently offered me a position in this hospital.
Well, it's a euphemism that your help will be appreciated, Doctor.
How would you describe the situation at the Pembroke Hospital?
It's serious. The flu is wreaking havoc amongst the staff and patients. We are running out of everything.
I mean, this seems a bit of an overreaction. She just said it's a serious problem. Like, get a grip, Wolf. Which is a bit of a...
Nurse Hawkins, the Spanish flu won't last forever. Even the Black Plague didn't kill everyone.
I wish I could believe you. But what if this epidemic was worse? What if in the end, nobody was spared?
Oh, that wasn't a choice. That was just an option.
You must get a hold of yourself, nurse.
Sorry, I'm exhausted. No one has any idea when this epidemic will be over.
How long have you been a nurse?
Well, long enough to see that the epidemic is winning. And no matter how qualified you are, don't tell me you'll change that.
I mean... You'd be surprised.
You'd be surprised what dedication can achieve, Nurse Hawkins. In medicine, sometimes we're just a test result away from a miracle.
Plus, I'm a supernatural being.
Sorry, Doctor. I don't want to sound bitter, but I'm just too tired to give a pep talk like Nurse Brannigan.
I don't want a pep talk. I want clues.
How is the Pembroke staff coping with the epidemic?
Well, not well. Milton, the ambulance driver, is even more grumpy than usual, especially concerning doctors.
You'd know that, being his girlfriend.
Why is Milton grumpy on a daily basis? Is it just an act?
Milton's not the kind of man who's bothered about a bad reputation, whether he deserved it or not.
Milton Hooks.
Why does Milton dislike doctors?
I don't know. Just ask him. But be warned, Milton is not the chatty type.
Okay, those are all hints required, and I think... Yeah, okay, good.
Goodbye.
Dialogue tree exhausted. Go to the right. Oh, he was right here. Now he's gone. Can I heal? Can I heal? Or is healing considered... No, I can't. Okay. Hospital full. Due to the influenza, this hospital can no longer take any patients. Hospital is full. Please go home. Just go back home. Oops. You are.
I thought last summer's epidemic was difficult.
I always try to...
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm new here.
I've already heard about you, Dr. Reed. I'm Milton Hooks, the ambulance driver for this shithole of a hospital.
That's quite a blunt introduction, Mr. Hooks.
You can call me Milton. I like to speak my mind, Dr. Reed. Perk of the job. Don't judge me, and I won't judge you.
I'm not sure I understand what you're talking about.
Well, I'm no doctor, but I'm pretty sure a gun can't be used as a surgical instrument.
You have a keen eye. I learned to shoot during the war, and have carried one ever since. Old habits die hard.
No need to explain, Dr. Reed. And if you ever need a better gun,
The
remember,
subtitles
I may have something
misheard
for you.
him. The subtitle said, all habits die hard, when he said the actual phrase, old habits die hard.
How is the situation around here?
You want to hear the situation is all right? It's fucking awful. We lack everything, and it's getting worse every day.
So what do you do exactly in this hospital? Apart from smuggling guns, I mean.
I've been an ambulance driver since...
Does he get a lot of business?
Too long, I guess. I'll bring sick people here night and day. It's a dirty job, but I get it done. Most of the time.
Since you're on the front line, how is the sanitary situation in this vicinity?
It's a complete disaster. It's even getting dangerous to enter some streets or buildings. Even the locals attack you.
I feel like you've had it rough.
It sounds like things have been a bit rough recently. What's happened?
Yesterday I got attacked by the patient I was bringing here. I escaped through the hospital's garden, but I lost my wallet when I was running.
You left an infected patient outside the hospital. That's incredibly dangerous.
Go there yourself if you want, but be careful, Doctor. I'd rather not bring your dead body back.
It's okay, I'm already dead.
Are you really smuggling weapons through the hospital?
And why not? I've already been attacked by patients, you know. And by gang members willing to steal my money.
But you're not defending yourself. You're selling guns to civilians.
You keep people alive your own way, Doctor. I offer them another way to protect their health.
You have a mediocre reputation. Is there something you say to people?
Why do you have such a mediocre reputation among your colleagues, Milton?
Fuck them. Nobody knows the horrors I've seen since working here. This city was sick long before the epidemic, Dr. Reed.
I know it's a difficult task, but correct me if I'm wrong. Is this not the job you are paid to do?
I've seen babies left to die while their brothers were properly fed. Underage girls and boys sold to all manner of perverts.
I'm sorry, I don't know what to say.
Yeah, exactly. We lack words. So excuse me if I don't look on the bright side of life.
But you should always look on the bright side. Especially with that accent. Do I want to buy stuff from you?
I'd like to see your goods.
Wise choice, Dr. Reed. A reliable gun is what everybody needs these days.
Oh. Oh. You sell upgrade parts. I do like a good upgrade part. How many do I have? What's... I have 52. 52 shillings. Probably not pounds. Okay, well, I'm not gonna buy this just yet. We'll go to the... there's an upgrade bench in our room. We'll head up there in a bit. And we can see... We can see how many parts we have, if we need any more, or whatever. Secret. Oh yeah, this is where you can spy on them when they're doing their... talking about how he... Well, I won't spoil it, but... Yeah. We'll be able to spy on them later there. With... Oops. Sometimes, at some point, we will see a. We'll see that. Wow, good timing. So okay, I think they do their thing.
Dr. Swansea is right.
Oh, crap, they done?
This place seems perfect to conduct my research.
No. Oh no, that's okay. Run! Okay, I think it's the. I thought it was other people, but it's these people doing their thing, which means I need to get out of the way. Get out of the way, person. Oh my god.
Another night with the glorious battalion.
I need to go over here. Oh yeah. Talk about good timing, jeez.
How can I be sure I'll not find your unconscious body in the house again?
I promise you, you'll not find my unconscious body.
For God's sake, how can you say such a thing?
How can you refuse to listen? I tried to warn you for so long.
No, I won't let my only son die. You promised me you'll stay alive.
Your son lied to you, like the whole world lies to us.
I was literally just talking about that. Suddenly, bam! There it is. Some good timing. Because it's not like that always happens there. I think it's random when that happens. Ooh, let's find some loot. Look for that. Okay. Any other glowing boxes? Oh. I haven't talked to you yet, have we?
Good evening, sir.
No.
So it is true. The famous Dr. Reed has joined us. I can't think of any better news during these terrible times.
Do we know each other?
Actually, yes. We met once before, at the Rockefeller University in New York.
Dr. Tippett, yes, I remember. I was assisting Professor Carell in his research about coronary bypasses. He had nothing but praise for you.
He was also very confident about your future. And look at you now. Eminent surgeon and blood transfusion specialist.
What is the Pembroke Hospital situation? And please, speak freely.
This hospital is not exactly the best of London. I'm sure you are used to working in a better environment.
It's the people that are most important.
It's more than enough. In any case, the personnel of a hospital are much more important to me than the building.
Don't be misled by appearances, Dr. Reed. This hospital does not lack talented people. It just lacks hope.
Tell me about the staff.
What can you tell me about the staff in the hospital?
Some are really good, and others are not so good. But during this troubled period, there is no time for slander. I prefer to focus on the positive character traits.
Tell me more about cherished people, then.
Nurse Brannigan is a pearl. She is the most helpful and dedicated nurse I've ever worked with. A clever and cheerful woman.
You really seem to admire her skills.
I'll go even further. If she was a man, she would be a damn fine practitioner.
Okay, well.
Any opinion about the management?
I don't always agree with Dr. Swansea's reserve, but I must admit he does all he can to keep this facility running during this crisis.
Ah, yes, the burden of command. I was fed up with this concept while serving as a medical officer.
Don't get me wrong. Swansea's a good administrator. I just wish he would get out of his office now and again.
You're tired.
You're exhausting yourself, Corcoran. Maybe you should think about preserving your strength.
No. We must keep on healing all those poor souls. We are the last rampart before chaos. Once more, unto the breach.
Nurse Brannigan's worried.
Nurse Brannigan is worried about you, Doctor.
She should not have told you that.
Oh, don't get her in trouble. I feel bad
You don't
now.
have to blame her for her honesty.
I'm not that kind of man, my dear Jonathan. Actually, Nurse Brannigan's opinion is the only one I may listen to.
Did that work? So you can fail clues. Okay, I think... Not that I think we will ever be drinking from this person, but I just like to get them all unlocked. Who's the guy? This guy. Yeah, so if we had drained him before when we got the chance, we'd only get 500. I think we end up getting 1,000 if we drain him completely, or might be 750. I don't know. I'm pretty sure. He's got a sickness. How do I look at their their health? I don't remember. I think this sun means that he has some sort of affliction. Oh, I guess I haven't talked to him yet. That's why I don't know. That's why it says unknown. Yeah, so it says unknown instead of healthy. Okay. Is that everything? Hints needed. Yeah, okay.
Goodbye, Dr. Tippett.
Oh. Don't forget how fast that... how high that mouse sensitivity is. Okay, there's nothing in here. I think we're ready to head inside now. It's good to keep... Oh my god. Why am I so good at this, guys? Is this the way out? Okay, I need to get up onto... So this is, again, another thing that I've also seen already. This cutscene we're about to watch, if I can make it in time. We have to get up... Oh, he's already up the stairs. We have to get up outside. Oh, crap, there's enemies.
Scowl voices in the garden.
Oh, I need to...
I should investigate.
Oh, he's trying to...
If they were to find somebody...
Kill! Okay, I need to get up there. I think. Did I? Boom. Fucking did it. He's got a little bit of a drug problem.
Damn it! Why is this so difficult every time?
That is better. That is better. I will make it through one more night.
He turns around really fast and just outside. Luckily, I don't think it's possible for him to spot you, but... Okay. Alright, we wasted a bit of blood killing this guy so we can make it up there in time. But yeah, whatever. Yeah, so like I was saying, it's good to sometimes check this, to spot those, like, glowing sun things. Because those are little cutscenes. I knew about those two already, like I said, because I've already played the first act. So I knew about that, but... Okay. I'm sure we will come across ones that I have not discovered when I play this first. Okay, so here's the hospital, folks.
Oh, please spare me, Dark Queen. Spare your obedient slave.
Talk to you already? Who are you? Who are you? Oh yeah, you're good. Hey.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon at the Pembroke Hospital. And who are you?
Your name has no meaning to me, mortal. You're nothing but dust blown by the winds of eternity.
I beg your pardon?
What are you begging for, mortal? My clemency? Well, tonight maybe I'm inclined to mercy. You'll never forget the night you met Thelma Howcroft.
You keep calling me mortal. Why is that? And if I'm mortal, what are you?
Well, Dr. Reed, If you must know, I'm a vampire.
This woman has a very particular type of affliction.
And why do you believe you're a vampire?
I don't need to believe anything. It is what I am. It is what I feel within this hollow shell of flesh.
Please, describe to me how you feel. What is it like to be a vampire?
I can hear my body crumble from the inside as my flesh cracks and fades. I sense the last pulse of postulant blood within my drying veins. I need new blood.
I see. Have you ever heard of Cotard syndrome, Miss Howcroft?
Never.
It's a mental illness discovered by a French neurologist named Jules Cotard. The affected patients are delusional. They believe that they are putrefying, that they are dead, a ghost or a ghoul, or in your case, a vampire.
Delusional, you say? Oh, sad and petty mortal. You can't even begin to understand the concept of immortality. And you think it is I who am delusional.
I'm assuming
the
you
irony
must be
is
a
not lost on
patient
me.
here. Am I right, Miss Howcroft?
It's only a cover. To hide from my enemies. I can leave whenever I want. As a woman, a spirit, fog, or bat.
Who are these enemies you mentioned? Can you describe them?
I cannot say for sure. But I sense their eyes on me from nearby. I feel them watching me every time I visit the garden near the morgue.
Okay.
The staff here are not your enemy. They're here to help you, to care for you.
I'm not speaking of the doctors in white. I'm speaking of the men and women who hunt me. For I am a vampire.
I see. Don't worry. These people will not find you here. I'll personally make sure they leave you alone.
Thank you, mortal. But do not interfere with them, for you are no match for those that hunt me.
I mean, if you honestly believed it, maybe shouting constantly through the halls, "I am a vampire," is not the best way to hide.
Who are you really, Miss Howcroft? I mean, apart from being a vampire.
Is that not enough for you, puny mortal?
No, it's not.
What do you require? Proof of my powers?
I'm curious to know who you were before becoming a vampire.
No, it's such a long time ago, I don't remember. Centuries of unholy life can have strange effects on one's minds, you see?
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark.
I think we got everything.
To your nocturnal activities.
The pain. It's here.
Good evening, sir. Can I help you?
Unless you're here to fix my face. No. I don't think you can help me.
I'm Dr. Reed. I've recently taken the position of head surgeon here. War injuries, am I right?
You guessed right, Doctor. German shell took my pretty little mug right off. But they still call me Thomas Elwood.
How is your stay with us, Mr. Elwood?
Oh, it's bliss. I just escaped death in the trenches to be surrounded again by the moans of the dying.
Can I ask you precisely why you're a patient here?
It's the pain, sir. The drugs don't work. It just hurts under the scars, if you get my drift.
I mean, no? Sounds like you're just saying exactly what you're saying. Literally, it hurts. But it's not like a on the skin thing. Am I missing something?
Can I do anything for your pain?
Nurses gave me a bunch of pills. No effect. Told you. It's like the flames are under my skin, burning away.
Who is treating you? Is someone in particular looking after your case?
Nobody since the old and tired doctor spoke to me. Started to think I was forgotten about. Wouldn't blame you.
You don't seem worried by that.
My face hurts so much more when I smile or cry. I've learned it's easier not to speak. But be assured I'm smiling inside.
Yep, sounds like you are.
Where were you stationed, sir? Did you serve for long?
I really don't want to talk about all this shit.
No offense. I was pushing too much. I served in France myself. I just wanted to know what happened to you.
You were an officer, weren't you? Then I doubt we fought the same war, sir. No offense.
How close are you to Miss Hallcroft? Are you aware that she thinks she is a vampire?
To wait for her next nibble is the best reason to stay here. Every time she approaches my bed, she treats me like something tasty. A normal person.
Aren't you afraid? She may hurt you if the game goes too far.
She's quite harmless, I can assure you. Her head's broken inside is all. While I'm busted on the outside. But she's still beautiful. Living proof that there's hope for me.
So do you let her bite you? You know that's not sanitary.
And why not? She's only supping a few drops of me blood. And the pain, it's real for once.
She could decide to bite less willing patients.
Then it's another good reason for me to stay here, Doctor.
You do realize she's mentally disturbed. It's called the Cotard syndrome. She truly believes she's a vampire.
In her madness, she never refers to my scars. And frankly, if I could, I'd join her world. It seems much more fun than the real one.
I mean, that's kind of true. But you don't want to mess with crazy friend. Okay.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Elwood.
But we will. Well, no spoilers, but we'll discover more about that later. Oh, I have to read. Okay. How long is this? That's not too bad. Dear brothers, I must now draw your attention to a very important point. The use of garlic as protection against vampires. Let's be crystal clear on the subject. Garlic will never protect you against those creatures. No matter how fresh, how strong, and how smelly, garlic is totally useless as a defense. I can never say enough how damaging that novel of Bram Stoker has been. It's a good novel, hey, back it off. Yes, of course, the population of Slavic countries place garlic cloves in coffins. Yes, of course, inhabitants of Santorini Island hang garlic on their windows. There would be so much to write about this place, and someday soon I hope to go back to this island to further explore its occult tradition. But that is not to protect the living from the devil. It is to tell the dead that they are aware of their malevolence. It is a symbol, nothing more, and nothing less. So please, by all means, yes, wear garlic, show garlic, hang garlic, and tell the shadows that you are not afraid. But if you are looking for supernatural protection, you will have to search much deeper into the forgotten secrets of the occult tradition. For here is the truth, my fellow brothers. Garlic does not repel vampires. But all the fresh plants will hurt them. Sorry, but all... What? But all the fresh plants will hurt them. I guess just all... Okay. But all fresh plants will hurt them. It is as if their body cannot stand the presence of botanical elements. I have seen an enraged Vulp, maybe Wulp, flee when whacked with a rose. Yes, a simple rose. I have witnessed a violent Econ fall down and beg for mercy when stuck. I know this comes up a bunch later. I remember this. Is it Econ that they say? Which I think is what they call... It's like vampires' word for vampires in this. I think. And beg for mercy when stuck by a wooden stake. I don't know why it's so effective, and I would give my left arm to find the answer to that mystery, but the truth remains nevertheless. Vampires are very sensitive to fresh herbs, plants, and wood. Probably not woods. Feels like vampires are probably not susceptible to... Well, maybe fresh woods as in, like, you could have cherry or oak or whatever. From Facing the Shadows, How and Why by Usher Talltree. Primate of St. Paul. Primate? He's Talltree, and he's been investigating plants' effectiveness against vampires. See what you did there, game. See what you did there. Okay. Collectible, which is good. Okay, I want to, so ideally, right, by the end of the game, I want to have filled out this whole little thing. So hopefully we won't end up missing one of these. Because that would just super bother me. Hello. Glowy boxes. Oh, hey. Who are you? Are you Tippets? Tippets, is that you? No, it's like a different person.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I believe we're going to be colleagues.
Reed? Yes, I've been informed about your arrival. I'm Waverly Ackroyd. Welcome aboard, I suppose.
Does my arrival inconvenience you in some way, Dr. Ackroyd?
Let us just say that I don't particularly share Dr. Swansea's enthusiasm for hiring you. What we need here are reliable professionals, not overrated dabblers.
Okay. Do you have a problem?
If you have a problem with me, Dr. Ackroyd, please feel free to tell me.
Dr. Swansea has imposed your presence on this hospital without asking anyone's advice. The benefit of his position. But I don't agree with it.
I know we've never met before, but I believe this hospital could use all the help it can get. You will agree with that, I'm sure.
Oh, but I have heard about you, Dr. Reed. Of course, you can't say the same about me, since I have not wasted my time courting the press.
So you're just jealous that the press likes me, and not you.
Aren't you too old for such jealousy? It really won't do you any good, you know.
Don't be ridiculous, Dr. Reed. A simple glance is enough for me to know you have nothing for me to envy.
Yeah.
Since your tenure in this hospital is longer than mine, perhaps you can tell me more about this place.
Let's just say I'm tired of the carelessness around me. I have always respected the skills of Dr. Swansea, but over time his enthusiasm has become displaced.
Carelessness? Exactly what are you talking about?
We're here to save lives. The people who trust us are not volunteering for experimentation. They're here to be healed.
I don't intend to run any radical experiments, Doctor. Even if I, as any good practitioner should, express an interest in pushing the boundaries of medical research.
Modern medical methods were created through audacity and ego. But there are rules in our line of work, and they're here to protect our patients.
That's right. This is the plot I think I never finished. This part here, I didn't get past. So I think this guy's arguing with somebody else about how to treat someone.
I don't know what you've heard about me.
And I don't know how
but
it
I
ends.
have already proved my value as a practitioner.
I don't question your skills, Dr. Reed, but your motive. Is it money, fame, or are you truly dedicated?
And what exactly is that supposed to mean?
I served in the war just like you. But unlike you, I did not use the wounded to play the modern sorcerer.
Be careful what you insinuate, Dr. Ackroyd.
I only want you to admit you used those men to improve your theories.
This is admitting I did human experimentation. This is also admitting I did human experimentation. And this is not fully admitting, but like kind of insinuating. But I saved a bunch of people.
This is ridiculous. My blood transfusion technique saved many lives, and you know it.
You see? That is exactly what I hate about people like you. You avoid this kind of accusation instead of facing reality.
Do you have bad memories?
It seems you have bad memories of your military service.
I refuse to see this industrial slaughter as scientific progress. War only reveals the worst in men.
We can at least agree on something, Dr. Ackroyd.
Well, I mean, it is scientific progress. It's just being used for... This is how it's used, I guess? I don't know.
Thank you for your time. We'll talk later.
I'm not here to talk philosophy, friend. I'm here to get clues. And XP. To be a better vampire.
As for me, what a blundering idiot.
Cabinet. I can just steal some of the medical supplies, thank you. There's you to talk to. We have not actually introduced ourselves to these people yet, so we'll do that too. But first...
Oh, sweet girl.
You're someone we already talked to. Oh, wait.
What can I do for you, Doctor?
Yeah, okay.
Thank you, Nurse Crane.
I thought there might have been perhaps more stuff to say.
I will not let you down, my boy.
Is it me, or does that guy over there and this guy here look like... Oh, he's got glasses, okay.
Good evening.
That's how we can tell them apart. They look so
Good evening,
similar.
Doctor. I believe we're going to be working together.
Dr. Reed. Dr. Swansea informed us of your arrival, but I could not dare to believe we'd have such good fortune. Such an honor, sir.
Thank you. And you are?
I am Thoreau Strickland, Dr. Thoreau Strickland. I'm a great admirer of your work, Dr. Reed.
Tell me about yourself.
Please, could you tell me something about yourself?
I'm a great admirer of your work concerning blood transfusion, Dr.
I am a
Reed.
cool guy.
I run my own experiments. I'm convinced it's the future.
What made you choose to be a doctor?
I'm not ashamed to admit you and your work have inspired me. I am honored to have the opportunity to work by your side.
What is this? This is the case where I really wish it had everything that you would say under here instead of a summary. Like, what is this actually saying? Research is exhausting. Am I telling him, don't research? It's hard. You're gonna get tired. Or am I saying, okay, yeah, I'm glad you're willing to help, but I hope you're ready for it. It's gonna be a big thing. Yeah, so I think this guy and Aykroyd are arguing about how to treat the guy we haven't talked to yet over on the bed, who's got a leg problem or something. Forget. But they're arguing about how to treat, and I don't know who's right, actually. Yeah, so I'm not sure if I want to jump on board onto his side, like, straight away. I'm also not sure how much this choice matters. I want to see
I'll
what this is.
advice, but understand that nothing beats practical experience, which can be exhausting and solitary work.
Of course, sir. And don't worry, I will never allow myself to be a burden, neither to you nor this hospital.
What about these,
I based my technique on my mentor's research. He helped me perfect my method. What is yours?
I'd rather not talk about it. For now, it's just theories and first approach. My process is purely experimental and unsuccessful.
As long as you're cautious and methodical, you may remain empty-handed, but you won't fail.
You're not the first one to warn me, but I am convinced knowledge is the main weapon against the ravages of this epidemic.
What do you think of Dr. Aykroyd's aversion to modern medical methods?
It's a shame he's so narrow-minded. Dr. Swansea taught me that science is about exploring uncharted territory. I'm convinced that's true.
With the influenza and all that's going on, you should put your differences aside, don't you think? Why is it so difficult to work together?
I believe that if Dr. Aykroyd had been the one to discover the transfusion process, he would be the first to recommend its use.
So you believe it's just a question of jealousy and pride?
Dr. Aykroyd is as proud as he is blinded by his obsolete concept of medical science.
What can you tell me about the Pembroke?
Well, it has always been an honor to work with Dr. Swansea. But with your arrival, I can't think of a better opportunity to learn about blood transfusion.
It's not a choice.
You seem quite optimistic. It's a rare and precious attitude in these difficult times.
I'm convinced that this epidemic is a test of endurance and dedication for us men of science.
Questions remain about our capacity to resolve the situation.
True. Last summer, during the first wave of the epidemic, I used to joke with Milton about the extra work. We're not smiling now.
Nope.
Do you need help with anything in particular?
Well, yes, maybe. I'm waiting for a batch of products I ordered for my personal research, yet my supplier seems to have vanished.
Do you want me to play the errand boy for you?
Oh no, Dr. Reed. But if you went personally to his shop, what with your reputation and all, he wouldn't dare to refuse the products I need.
I see. Well, give me the address, for I may pass by if I have time.
Right, I remember. This quest is actually, I think, pretty hard. I think there's a tough dude guarding the supplies.
Tell me more about your willingness to experiment with new medical techniques.
Harvey Fiddick is a patient suffering from a severe injury that could cripple him if not treated correctly. I'm convinced your blood transfusion technique could help him.
What is it you really want? To save him? Or to prove your point?
Fair question. I want nothing but to save my patient, Dr. Reed. Especially since I know Mr. Fiddick's story.
Tell me a story.
Tell me Mr. Fiddick's story.
Our first diagnosis was compromised because Mr. Fiddick lied to us about the real origin of his injury. He first claimed it was an accident.
But why would he hide such crucial information from us?
Because he is a proud father, ashamed of putting his children at risk because of his own negligence.
This personal involvement could also appear to be a lack of impartiality. You must know that a good surgeon must remain neutral.
I agree. But that does not excuse Dr. Ackroyd's behavior, a man who did not even take time to converse with his patient.
Do you think keeping his distance was a mistake?
All I know is that I'm taking care of human beings with desires, hopes, and fears. Not some biological machine comprised of blood, bones, and flesh.
Yeah, it's just locked. Okay, I think we did, yeah, all the things.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
Is this something I can... It looks like something I can pick up. Been eyeing it that whole conversation. Okay, where are you?
I'm so tired. Will this shift never
Oh,
end?
there it is.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. May I help you?
I don't know if a third opinion is needed. Your colleagues are already arguing about my condition.
I see. Would you mind telling me more about your situation?
I'm Harvey Fiddick. All I want is to get me bloody arm fixed properly.
Arm, not his leg.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Fiddick.
I'm just a regular guy waiting to get his arm fixed, so I can return to work and to my family.
I was more curious about what you were doing before being hospitalized.
I'm a carpenter, and a good one too. But that means I need both arms to feed my family, Dr. Reed.
Are you satisfied with your treatment here?
Well, it's clear that I've chosen a bad time to be injured. Forgive my bluntness, but you seem overwhelmed by cases of the flu.
I won't lie to you about it. I'm afraid we are.
Are you sure you don't want to operate yourself, Dr. Reed? I have the feeling you're very capable, and your colleagues seem to think so too.
In other circumstances, you would be right. But for now, I don't think I can take on the responsibility. My apologies. Tell me about the doctors who are arguing about your case.
Strickland and Ackroyd. They both want the best for me, but there's a lot of pride there. Doctors are no different from carpenters, it seems.
What do you mean?
I often had professional arguments with rivals on a building site. Difference is, I disagreed about wooden nails, not flesh and bones.
Oh, you feel guilty.
Tell me about your injury, Harvey. Why do you feel so guilty about it?
My wife died because of me. And now I may lose everything because I've been careless enough to hurt myself. What an arsehole.
How could your job be responsible for your wife's death?
I was working a double. She went out to bring me a hot meal and got caught in a German bomb raid.
So it's not your
You
fault at all.
can't hold yourself responsible for your injury, Mr. Fiddick. Unless you tried to hurt yourself.
Of course I didn't hurt myself. But I can't work until my arm is fixed. My children need to eat, Doctor.
Tell me more about the death of your wife, Harvey.
1915. I was in the army, building workshops for the Royal Flying Corps. Helen was happy I wasn't sent to the front.
What happened?
The Germans sent Zeppelins to bomb the construction site, but they missed their target. My wife was bringing my dinner when the bombs fell.
I'm sorry for your loss. So many died during the bombings. I served in France and witnessed the carnage there.
I would like to say that she didn't suffer. Truth is, I have no idea. I just know that I'm all that me kids have. Poor little bleeders.
How are your children after losing their mother?
They were smaller then. The only good thing about this is my Helen didn't bring them with her that night.
Okay, I think that's everything. Okay, that's him.
Goodbye
done.
for now, Mr. Finn.
now.
I'll see you later.
You always knew the words to calm the children, Helen. As for
Like,
me,
I want to fix this guy's arm, but I don't actually know which of these guys is Rick. I want to fix his arm, though. I do. I want to fix his arm. Okay. We need to... got a bunch of quests.
I will not let you down, my
Which I
boy.
will try to do. So I think one of the kind of key... Oh, that's a new one. Prevent disease. Careless spitting. Don't just spit, guys. That's gross. In your everyday life, no careless spitting. Sneezes, coughing, spread influenza. Spread by droplets sprayed from nose and throat. Do not cough in public. Just cover yourself up. It's raining. Look at this atmosphere. Ah, can't get over it. So I think one of the things, there's another hospital full poster, is that you want to try to sleep as little as possible. Where's the sickness thing? Because, like, the diseases, they pop up when you sleep. And so by just trying to not sleep and level up, you can keep everyone healthy. So we want to try to... Even though it would be easier to... Oh, hey.
Thelma Howcroft said she was being watched by vampire hunters. Where are they hiding?
I want to talk to this guy first.
I should investigate.
I want to talk to this guy first.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed.
Always a pleasure to meet a colleague, sir. Especially when he was supposedly dead.
A colleague? Are you a doctor too?
Not anymore, sir. I used to be Dr. Rakesh Chadana. Now, I'm just Mr. Chadana, pawnbroker and humble guardian of this morgue.
What do you mean? You used to be a doctor.
That's what you said too, John.
Was your
Really?
license revoked?
No, sir. It is just that I like to be precise. I run a little pawn shop while taking care of the dead. But I used to be a real doctor.
Are you afraid or uneasy being surrounded by so many corpses?
Why should I? These bodies are empty vessels. Flesh left to decay. Poof. No soul anymore. All gone.
An interesting point of view. And quite an exotic one, too. Most people fear, or at least have a respect, for dead flesh.
Sir, as a medic during the war, I learned to face my death and the death of others. It's the pain we have to tame, not death itself.
How did you get this job?
After I left the army, I worked as an undertaker down by the docks. A dangerous place with many an unpleasant business there. Milton Hooks helped me get a job here.
Have we met before?
I don't think so, sir. Why?
When we first talked, you said you were glad to meet me since I was reported dead.
Funny story, sir. Your sister came here a few nights ago.
Oh,
you were
feels
missing,
bad, man.
and she was looking for your body. She must be very relieved now.
Do you work here alone?
Yes, very easy work, sir. All I have to do is watch a few bodies. The situation was very different when the main morgue was still open.
Why do you have to watch these bodies?
Because these poor fellows have no names. We keep them in case someone comes looking for the missing. Sadly, very rarely happens.
Why close the hospital's main morgue?
It was for sanitary reasons after the beginning of the epidemic. Cadavers had to be moved to the nearest mass grave.
Wait. always forget. Were we just doing life in London? Yeah, okay.
A pawnbroker? I expect you get all types of people here.
Yes, sir. All kind of people. For I sell all kind of goods.
Who comes here to trade with you? It's very unhygienic, even unsafe. Diseases can spread. For the customers, for the hospital.
I'm very cautious, sir. I've been a doctor, remember? And all my clients are good people. In fact, I think I only know good people.
Well, I mean, that's probably not true.
What kind of goods?
With the quarantine, it's not always easy to buy things. So I trade, I exchange. Some people sell, some others buy. I like to help.
Since you're not afraid of dying, do you believe in life after death, Rakesh?
No. I believe we must do all the good we can while alive. For our time is short, and the obstacles are endless.
Do you think you would enjoy immortality as a concept?
I don't think so. Don't mistake me. I love life, and I'd like to live a long life. But everything has to decay, sir. Even goodwill.
It's a bit of a strange thing to say.
Do you really believe goodwill cannot last?
As I said, sir, everything decays. If I was to never die, goodness, I would be bored or worse. And I like to be helpful, sir.
Quite depressing, wouldn't you say?
Creepy.
Yes, but the good news is we'll all die before losing our humanity, sir.
He's basically saying he's like a serial killer, kind of barely restrained. Just, I could, and with his voice, I could totally imagine him being a serial killer. But like, he's just like barely restrained. If he got too bored, he might just go on a rampage. It's the feeling I get from his little speech. But
so you're ready to die?
No, I am not. I don't fear death, for I won't see it. What troubles me is the pain my death will inflict to those I know.
You're a wise man, Mr. Chidana.
No, Dr. Reed. I am a foolish man. But I like to think otherwise.
we can take a look.
Please show me what you have to sell.
Of course. It's just trinkets and curios, really. But I'm sure they can be useful.
Oh yeah, he's got stuff for medicine, which we need to make. Oh, and the formula, we need to buy this. Can I sell stuff to you? Do I have stuff to sell? Oh, is this our watch? I don't want to sell our watch. These are quest items. I think this is our watch, so I don't really want to sell it. We'll be back when we get more money. Also, yeah, boom, thought so, okay. We're getting super lucky with these. I don't know, where do you observe him from? In here? Yeah.
You don't mind if I search your pockets, do you, sir? You won't need any of these anyway. I'm not stealing from you, mister. I'm only redistributing your belongings to people who need them more than you. You see, no one has claimed your body, sir, so it would be such a shame to bury you with your valuables.
Such a creepy asshole.
I will not forget you, sir. And I thank you for your generous donation.
Also, we do that too. I'm not sure if you have noticed, but when we are slaughtering people, we do loot their bodies after. What is this? Birmingham, 27th of October. Hello, sis. How are things in the big city? Here in Brum... How do you say that? Brum? Things are not so good. It seems the flu is here again, and we have many new cases of infection in the neighborhood. Do you remember Miss Scheller, the old drinking hag from the 3rd floor? She passed away 2 days ago, and her flat is already occupied again. Geez, you'd have to pay me a huge amount of money to go sleep in the bed in which a woman died of the flu just a few hours ago. Sorry, I did not take time to quickly answer your last letter. Between taking care of little Paul, Mum, Dad, and my job at the factory, I rarely find time to write to my favorite sister. By the way, my son says hello to his auntie Pippa. So this is, what's-her-face's brother. You should see the little bugger, already driving me mad. And Mum says you bring back some of those marvelous cakes the next times you come back home. In your last letter, you told me you thought about quitting your job at the Pembroke Hospital. I have to tell you, Pip, you better think twice. There are always jobs at the factory, but wages are shit. And it's as boring as a day without a shag. Oh, I have a new fiancé, and no, I'm no slut, you moral bitch. You moral bitch, you. So if you really want to quit and do something more useful than counting the dead every morning, maybe you better stay in London and join that band you told me about. A band, okay. Oh, the Guard or Privin, something like that. Never heard of them. But if they're, like you said, some sort of civil militia trying to make a difference, then maybe it's a good choice for you. Just be sure to let others go. Be sure to let the others go in front. That's how my poor Billy got killed in France, by leading too many patrols. Bloody war. Anyway, come back as soon as you can, and give me all the good news before that. I'm your affectionate sister, Lucy. Why did I assume this was a guy? I guess because she worked at the factory, I assumed it was a guy. It's not, it's his sister. I feel bad. I am your affectionate sister, Lucy, Paul, Mum, and Dad. She is she is Lucy, she is Paul, she is Mum, and she is also Dad. Okay. Got some experience, I think, there, and we got a clue for her, which we'll go talk to her about. We still need to talk to Tippets about his drug problem. We need to talk to Indian guy about his stealing problem. We need to talk to the 2 people who were talking about suicide. We also need to go upstairs and check out our office. And then we also have a bunch of quests. Where's the quest list? Is it like a journal? Did I skip it? Oh, this is the quest thing. Okay, so we need to find our office on the 2nd floor, but there should be Q and E. Oh. I guess there's no way to look at our side quests. Oh, this is the side quest list. Okay, so we need to go to the pharmacy, get some stuff, which is guarded by a tough dude. We need to find the lost wallet in the garden, which we could do now. That's not too hard, I think. And find out who's spying on Thelma. We'll probably do later. We can go do that now. Let's do that now. Let's go back to the garden. This is the garden. That's the morgue there, I think. I don't know about these windows. If I lived there, I'd probably put curtains over them. Like, walk up, peer into your house. It's a bit weird. There's the garden. Ooh, trash can. Got a bag of junk. Where am I going? To the right. I think. I think this is. Oh, I think it's out there. Yeah, I think I just went the wrong direction. Oh, but because we went the wrong direction, found another trash can. Nothing in here, I think. That's just rain. Okay. Thought that box might have glowed for a bit. When I this morgue I find super creepy. When I went in there the first time, not gonna lie, I jumped a couple times. Okay, nothing over here. Should get myself ready. I think we're gonna have a fight. Yep. Control is tab. Okay. Hey there. Hey there. Hey there, friend. Can I get my stuff out? Yeah. Hey there, friend. Hey there. Hey there. Go bam. Oh. Oh, countering. Refill my blood real fast. And then up. Heal. Can you stop that? Thank you. Not really. Oh, what? I dodged that. That was bullshit. I dodged that. I dodged that. Okay. Oh. Gave up. Okay, so now we're full of blood, which means we can do a little cheeky bam. Maybe get a couple of these hits in. Okay, you're countering. Saw that coming, and I knew that I'd already committed to the swing. I couldn't dodge it, so that's unfortunate. Back over here, more space. Just finished healing up all that damage. All right. Nope. Okay. That was pretty close, but I did end up actually dodging. What are you doing? I mean, that actually helps because it resets the stun counter for me. You're dead. And we are full on all resources. See, that's how I like to fight. Like, ending the fight full. On health and blood and everything. It's amazing. Okay. So we can, let's kill this guy. Okay. He's a tough boy. He's level 7. You wanna do this? Okay. We're immune while drinking blood, which is good. Okay, slick, slick, slick. And then okay. Whoa. Yeah. Oh my god, we are almost dead. We are super... Oh my god, look at that health. Okay. Thank you for countering. Because I need to heal real fast. Okay, we can just get a little cheeky. Okay, usually after they counter, I think, they go for the jump. Nope. Let's get our blood back. And it's too bad that we don't have a jump bite attack like these guys do, because I don't find combat that hard. Oh, it's a wasted bite. God damn it! I was doing that so I could do that in preparation and have them already like pre kind of, you know, stamina down. Dodge? That's cheating. I mean, I can dodge. I think the gun goes through the counter, which is the benefit of the gun. Okay, we can just finish him off here. What? There you go. Alright. A photograph of a smiling and loving couple with a few words written on the back. Milton and Pippa forever. Aww.
So, Mr. Hooks and Nurse Hawkins are an item.
Did they say that in 1912?
Those two have hidden their affections well.
Or, that's, I guess, 1918. Did they say item? Not sure. That feels good. That feels good, guys. That feels good. So we got the garden taken care of. That little quest. We could go look for... Let's go back, turn it in, try to talk to some of the people, catch up on stuff. Actually, no, let's do that next time, because it is 7, and I need dinner. And I also have a headache. But it needs to save. So I need to wait until I see the little autosave in the bottom right. Because I don't want to, you know, lose progress. So when I play this, it's really annoying you can't just save. Maybe bringing it up sometimes causes it to do it. Nope. Just run around here. Pop an autosave. Be real nice. Okay. Run out here a bit. Anytime autosave, anytime.
So lucky to have Dr. Reed around. I met him in New York once.
If only there were more of us.
Autosave. Anytime. I just need just a little circle-y autosave. Bring it to the menu again. Can we flick around the menu a bit? It's really, really annoying how you can't. Because this is just quit. This is not save and quit. And I've lost progress, I think. Oh wait, can I teleport here now? Nope. No, you're still here. I don't think any other areas are available. I think if you move into a new area, it'll autosave. But I don't know if any other areas... Oh, we can cross the bridge. That's a new area, I think. Okay. Okay, we're fine. We just wasted a whole bunch of time running around pointlessly. Okay. So, soon here. Boom. New area. No. Let's head back out here. Hey there. Autosave. Really now. Come on. Well, we could go rest. We could go rest. Actually. Cause that might give us... That might give us an autosave. And if we're gonna do that, let's talk to this guy right here.
Dr. Reed. Such a pleasure to see you again.
You steal things.
How dare you steal from the dead, Rakesh? Is that what your pawnbrokers is really about?
These people are dead, sir. What they possessed could be useful for the living. And I'm sure they would agree if they could speak.
So we can't really say show respect for the dead, because when we murder people out in the... so we're not just taking from people who've died normally. When we murder people, now they are also trying to murder us, so, you know, we're not, you know, totally evil. But when we do it, we totally loot their bodies all the time. So this is a bit hypocritical, but we could warn him that he would go to jail if he was caught by someone not as much of a bro as we are.
You may be right, but you'll go to jail if you're caught.
If ever I have to go to jail, I'm sure I'll find a way to help people there, too.
Man, he does not care. Did we get the, yeah, okay, that didn't fail it. Okay. Did that give us a bit of extra experience, too? Which is why I was talking to him? No, it didn't. Oh! Wait, hold up a minute, guys. I think the auto-saving thing appears underneath the XP bar, not in the bottom right. So I was running around looking for the XP thing, or the autosave thing. I was a moron. I was looking at the wrong place the whole time. Oh, I'm so dumb. Okay, well, anyway. It's not a nice ceiling. Let's get a nice background. There we go, that's kind of cool. Alright. So, yeah, thank you for watching me play Vampyr. It was really fun. Oh, wait, hold on. His jacket is clipping into his leg and it looks really dumb. It's not a good way to end it. Come on. Hey. Jacket. Seriously. I know physics is hard, but... not like this jacket. Okay, wait. We can just get close so we don't see it. Okay. Yes, so thank you for watching the Vampyr stream. As always, this entire VOD will be available on Twitch for like 2 weeks because I'm a tiny little nobody channel, so I only get 2 weeks of keeping stuff saved. It'll be up here for 2 weeks, and then it'll also be uploaded to YouTube forever. So if any time you want to go back and watch something you missed, all the previous streams are up there, this stream will be up there, and any future streams will be there. Thank you for people who followed. I think Jenny Loback, she followed, probably a she. She followed, so thank you so much for that. Following really helps, because, yeah, it's good. So, hopefully we'll be back with more of this tomorrow. Unless, okay, yeah, actually this is a good time to say, I've been keeping my eye out on this game called Shadows Kiss, I think. It's in like super early access right now. It's so it would be a game, if I played it, it would not be a long thing. It'd be like we'd stream it for an hour, 2 hours maybe, and just that day, just to check it out. But it's a game I'm watching. It's like a Vampyr MMO, so it looks like that has the potential to be pretty cool. I know from what I've seen, it's got some janky graphics, but I can put up with a lot of janky graphics for some good Vampyr game action. So if that, I think they're having some problems with their servers right now, but if that gets up and running, then I might be doing that one day, or on a day, instead of this. But right now, the plan is, I'm going to stream this until we finish this game, because I've wanted to finish it for a long time, so I'm going to use this as an excuse to actually finish it. So, barring that game being ready to play, I'll be streaming this for the foreseeable future. So, oh, it's not borderless window. I can't, like, snazzily have fun with my desktop. But, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.